Edison and Ford Winter Estates, owned by the city of Fort Myers. And when Edison passed away in 1931, Henry Ford stopped coming here. And in 1947, Edison's wife, Mina, sold the Edison estate to the city of Fort Myers for $1 with the stipulation that it be open to the public, for the public to come enjoy tours to see this inventive genius. Okay, don't do anything kinky to Edison.
Thomas Edison's golf ball. As far as we know, he didn't invent it.
Visitors to the Edison and Ford Winter Estates in Fort Myers enjoy 20 acres of historic buildings and gardens, along with the fascinating Edison Botanic Research Laboratory and the Edison Ford Museum. The guides at the Edison and Ford Winter Estates do such a splendid job. Let's just sit back and listen.
Wood, some metal, some moving parts, and it was talking like a person. They called it the talking machine. 1,000 specimens. His winner was this one, the goldenrod. And there's actually latex in the leaves. And he developed a process of drying them, grinding them, and extracting the latex from the leaves. National importance. The lab was built in 1928. He worked in here 28, 29, 30, and 31. He died in October of 1931.
Next, we crossed over to the Botanical Gardens.
This side of the property was always the place where Thomas and Mina could bring tropical trees and specimens, and Mina liked the pretty flowers like the orchids. I'm going to point some of them out. Thomas Edison brought tropical trees and plants and tried to find practical uses for them. So there's a lot of things here that have practical uses. It's called that because the square pond is meant to reflect the moonlight at night. The very first swordfish. But when he got here and he saw the bamboo, this got his mind going. Now, bamboo is not native. It was actually brought here from Asia prior to Edison's arrival. But he was already using bamboo in 1885 as one of his early light bulb filaments. This is a key ingredient in your Old Spice aftershave. So I'm gonna hand that to you and let you smell it. 1910, first private swimming pool in Fort Myers. Interesting thing to note about the swimming pool, it is built out of Edison Portland cement. That was his own brand of cement. These light fixtures were brought here when the houses were first electrified. The year was 1887. They were the first electrified homes in Fort Myers. In those days, there was not the whole system of electricity in the walls and switches and outlets. That was not developed yet. All the electricity came directly in to the ceiling, directly into the light fixture. And that's why the on-off switch kind of hangs down from the light.
If Kevin smells like that, I'll be a happy man.
By the way, the statue.
Even Bonnie and Clyde wrote a thank you note to Ford for making such fine getaway cars.
I can tell you a really amazing thing about this one. When you bought this car, it all came in a big wooden box. And there were instructions inside on how to pry it apart with a crowbar and use the wood for the floorboards. The first use of the phrase pickup truck I've ever found is from an advertisement, and it refers to having to pick up the box. Not throwing stuff in the back, but you've got a 1,000-pound crate full of car parts, and you have to figure out a way to pick that up.
It was Edison and Ford that were responsible for bringing Donald Ross to Fort Myers in 1916 to build the Fort Myers Country Club, which was undergoing a $6 million renovation when we visited, and promises to be a fascinating historical representation when it opens again in 2014, November thereof. Here's a glimpse of how things used to be.
Look at this. We're on the outside deck of the Fort Myers Country Club. This is a municipal golf facility. Look at this bar scene here. There's no muni in the world that's got a setup like this.
And some of the best beer I found in town, too.
Tommy Edison, the big guy.